Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, the Australian dollar holds within a tight range on Thursday. However, a slight negative bias is coming back into the market before the European session. Could see a challenge towards that level of 71.45. It is anticipated, though, any weakness below this region should find the support around 70.90 as a bullish foundations, and also possibly see the market stage a rebound and therefore look back towards the region of 72 to around 72.55.60 where the 60-day moving average is. Looking at the euro, well, all eyes look to the European Central Bank's monetary policy meeting today, as it's widely expected the ECB will keep rates on hold. However, the ECB is expected to confirm an end to its bond buying program this month. Along with that, the market is betting that we could see a 50 to 75 basis point rate hike by September, or a total of 130 basis points by the end of the year, implying an oversized rate rise, one of 4 meetings after today's announcement. Looking at the technicals, though, we could see a little bit of a whipsaw price action, but I still feel that 106.25.30 should hold as support, and the market should eventually climb towards that top side area of 107.20 to 107.85 to 108.45, as the bulls are still maintaining initially the technical pattern that supports a further rise. Dollar yen reaches the highs around 134.95.05 or near there, and stages of retreat. Keep an eye on this pattern here, as we are overbought, and if we have seen a top, then we could see a pullback towards the low 133. I'm still holding a neutral bias. Nevertheless, I still feel that we are overextended and therefore warrants a pullback at least to where the bottom of this candle is, somewhere around the 133 to about 132.5, and reassess. Sterling a little bit weaker into the European Open. However, the market should still find support around 124.65 if we see any further weakness. I do feel overall that the market should pay further attention to the upside, eventually look towards that challenge of 126.05.45 on to 127. Sterling Kiwi a little bit mixed as it gets closer towards that 195 area and has backed away slightly. Still, the market still holds to a pattern that could see a further upside challenge, but I feel another rejection is brewing. Still consolidating for gold as the market waits for the US CPI numbers this Friday. It is anticipated, though, we might see a slightly weaker number, and that would see a pullback in the US dollar, and furthermore could see a rise for gold. Nevertheless, still confined within a broad band of 1,825 to 27 to the top side of 1,878.82. At present, I view that we are in the middle of the range. Finishing off with oil, the market's backed away slightly from the top side of 121.25.80. I still feel, though, that the risk is still an upside move, but whether or not we see a strong rejection from there, could easily see it pull back towards the 115 area. So if you are trading oil, I do heed some caution, as the volatility is likely to continue as the current environment climbs higher. For myself, though, I'm going to stay neutral because the market is just too whipsawed and the range is a little bit too wide at the moment to give any solid calls on where this market is actually heading in a broader sense. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.